Okay, I'm going back to this journal. All right, so I want to sort of get it finished. I've got loads of scraps that were actually to the right of me. All right, it's literally, some of these are from one of my other kits as well. Before I start on my new kit and my new journal. So I'm just gonna sort of like add a few more bits to this. I've got a big pocket here somewhere that needs, there we go, a gel print on. So I thought I would do that up. What we got? Yeah, I might use a bit of that actually. I'm just thinking might use a bit of this one. So I'll do a bit of collage and then do something. I'm gonna stick that on there. Actually, what I might do is just ink up around there. Yeah, I thought I'd just turn it on. And I've also got these to collage and that if I need them. The other little pile I've got is bigger things, but this here. But that's all I've got around me, and some bits from, which I've always got there now. So there might be a few bits from the kit actually. I got them in there as well from the new kit. Okay, I don't think I'd ever get rid of all this stuff. This is only just a little bit. Never mind. We could go on and on. I think we should have like ongoing like book pages, just which I was doing actually, ongoing like collage, but I keep cutting them up and using them because I really like them. So, and just after, when you clear the desk, just put it in a collage and just leave it then. Do that for like a month, and then say the end of the month, cut them up and do something with them. It'd be quite interesting to see what you come up with. But these little bits, thing is, when I'm working on things, the little bits actually come in handy, for what I'm doing. So if I'd done it every day and got rid of it, then I would have to just cut more up, wouldn't I? So it totally doesn't go, but I am going to chuck that away, okay? Okay, let's get rid of that. We don't need those bits in there. Might as well get rid of that bits of cotton off of sari silk or something. Right, I'm just going to stitch around that first. Right, okay, so let's put this down, get rid of it. I did stitch along there as well and along here, just just kept going. It's just one of those things. Right, let's put something down here. To do some new words, didn't I? Blossom and bloom. Or should we plant a garden? One of those. These are from the new kit. It's just that I had them out because I'd done that demo on the new envelope thing. So that's quite a tall, skinny tag. So oh, I was going to stitch around that circle, wasn't I? Oh well, never mind. That's crushed olive and wild honey. Use in there. Clean the stump off. That's that done. I am going to gesso some of these pages here. It's a little bit too grungy, but that'll be fine. And this one doesn't close. I stuck this envelope down, yeah, so that comes above there, which should go a little bit lower. There we go. That's right. So I wanted a nice tall tag there. So now we've got to sort of do this up a little bit. A little bit of vellum there would be nice, but I don't think I've got any done. There's a couple of places where that, oh, got snow paper, but I don't like. Sorry, I'm disappearing. Vellum is very good for brightening up an area that's a little bit on the dull side. I've got that. That's just left. I need to do some more vellum by the look of it. I use it so much, so yeah. We'll use that today. Oh, and I've got this to do up, haven't I? Behind it, look, 'cause I have got a pocket there. So, right, okay. So I prefer it that way, of the shape, not because, but the embossed bit is on the other side, but I do prefer that shape. I'm working on about 12 inches. That's it. Right, and then while that's drying, we'll do this. I am going to put a little tab before I forget. Okay, so I'm going to stamp, which I've done before on the other one. Let's put that on there. So I tend to use honey sort of in the middle-ish. Yeah, and then the green one on the outside. I don't mind going over that as well. I'm going to have this bit of paper, maybe sort of there, so I shall do a big one there. And let's do that. I think that will be all right. Use up that. I think when I've done the journal, all the bits that are left that are on my desk, I am going to do that with the book pages, I think, because they will go the next journal I'm making. So might as well utilize them rather than putting them back in somewhere. Stay. Okay, I wish that had gone right the way down there, so but never mind. Right, I just got a single one of these. Yeah, this is the first one I bought, and you have to fold it over and do it, but then I bought the double one. But the single ones, they just go through quite thick card, so if I only want to, well, if I'm stitching around it, I use it. It's pretty good. I think this one was the kit I brought out last year, I think, with Yvonne. I'm sure it is. One of the spring ones. Okay, and with this, I will back it, stitch it. No, I will stitch around there first. Okay, back it, then stitch around the whole thing, right? And then that's our little tuck spot. Okay, so I stitched around that. I used one of these, you know, like transparent stickers. These there, just sort of angled it across because I thought it tied in with this here, and then just put a pink number there. Yep, and I'm going to stamp a little number here, one of these, which I got from Witchcraft You Do. I'll link her website below because she's got some lovely things. I had a lovely happy mail from her, so I sort of didn't, I just showed the stamps. I haven't used them a lot, but I will do now. I've got them in front of me now, so these will be my go-to because I love all these numbers, and that signature is absolutely brilliant. I love it. So I will be using them. I'm just wondering what colour. I just think, actually, I'm going to use black, to be honest, because I've got a bit of black there. So I haven't stamped this one before, so I will. Oh, it stamps beautifully. I'll just get that in, so that's great. There we go, look at that. Brilliant. What a lovely stamp. Right, these must go behind my phone, so bigger than my phone so I can see them. If you don't see me using them, please remind me because I do really love them, and you tend to forget, don't you? And I'm like, oh, I need to do a load of stamping with them one day because they'll go with some of my tickets, and because I've done some, didn't I, that was empty, so get to stamp a load of things. Right, so that's that. So that can go in that page now. Hopefully it doesn't stick out too much. No, it'll be all right actually, because I am going to put a few things on the outside, so, and that will go in there. There we go. That's it. So because I am going to be, and that looks quite good in there, doesn't it? poking through. I will be putting some other things coming out. So at the moment it looks a bit, may look a bit odd because there's only one, but I'm going to put a few coming out. So that is nice. So that's that one. Yeah, that's it. And that is definitely thick enough there. So that's great. I know we got a, you know, you could slip something behind there if I hadn't stuck this down, but I didn't want to because it's not, if I'd stitched that vellum in, I would have left that open for you to pop something in there as well. But because it's only glued down, I think it puts too much pressure on it and it will eventually come off. So I'll tell you what I have lost is my paper beads. I had some beautiful paper beads, and I can see paper beads on here because they are the right colours of this journal. So hopefully I'll find them if I finish the journal. Right, so that's that. Okay, what's next? I'm trying to do the ones that I know that I've got to do first, and then I can add more bits and pieces. Right, there's one here. Okay, that's almost done. That was just a little snippet there, and that was a journaling card that was quite nice. That was with, like the Tim Holtz, Twisted Citron and Dried Marigold, that one I think. And the watercolour effect that I've done before. And that's beautiful because you've got a few colours coming in through that green there that looks really lovely. So yeah, I'm going to make something there, and then I just thought I've got to incorporate that somewhere because I cut it off and I thought, no, I can't not use it. Actually, I'm just thinking. It could be one of those tall, skinny things that I do sometimes. Let's see, but that's going there somewhere. Right, let's do this. Do you know, I really like that, how it's looking, that's all. Right, okay. These I've just mopped up with, I think, by the look of it. I am so messy, honestly. That's why I only wear old stuff in here, because I honestly, so I don't know how some people stay so clean when they craft. I mean, I've talked about this before with horse riding and my horses, you know. I always looked the messiest at the end of the day, you know. And I did have a friend that used to wear white joppers, and I used to look at her and I thought, I can't believe you're wearing white joppers. Her name was Teresa. And honestly, do you know what? She looked the same when she left the yard as she did when she got there in the morning. I look like, I don't know. Well, bad, covered in mud. It used to find me for sure. And I'm the same with inking and crafting and that sort of thing. Oh, right, if you look at this at the moment, it looks wonky, but I'll straighten that up. It's just that I had to fit that in, so I've twisted it round. So once I've stitched that down, I will then pull the threads and then I will trim it straight. So you would never know that it wasn't. Just there. Okay, and again, I'm going to stitch around that, ink around. I do like that background. Go, that's done. So I'll show you what I do here. Okay, what I do, take all these off until we come to the stitching, which is about there. And sometimes you have to cut those. Okay, don't pull them because you'll pull it out of the stitching. So, and as you know, it's wonky because this is the way I put it on there, which I meant to because I wanted to come around here a bit. Right, okay. So there we are. And then we can give them a little trim. Okay, just a little trim as well. That's that. That's neatened it up. Oh, do you know what? I like that there. I'm not going to be able to put it on now. Never mind. Right, okay. I'm going to use one of the stamps. That's again from Witchcraft to Do. And I'm just going to need a cancellation stamp as well. Like that. So I didn't press very hard because I didn't want it. I wanted it quite faint. So, and there we are. It's really good because I can cut all my little bits of acrylic out for little stamps. Because I get bits that's left sometimes when I've cut things out. So like that. That's great. So there's a little bit of plain down there. So them there. And let's have a look, see what that looks like. Oh, I backed it as well. So that looks good. So what I'll do here is put a bit of one of those Tim Holtz ones there. There we go. I haven't got many left, so I've got to get some more of those. I really like them. They come in handy so much. Get the tweezers out, I think. My chubby fingers. You can see that can again hangs over the page. And that goes there. Okay. Right, okay. It's got to be that way. So I'm going to cover that bit. Okay, what I'm going to do though is make this a little bit stronger at the top because I'm putting a grommet in, so I'm going to put that there, but I did want that because I'm going to cover that with a bit of different paper. Okay. Right, have I got any of that paper lying around? I doubt it very much, just from that envelope, which I couldn't have used. So, do you know what I'm going to do? Because that won't fit in here, so I'm going to utilise. Oh, look at that. Perfect. That was... Might be a little bit too thin. I might have to back that as well, actually. It's a little bit flimsy. I like them a bit thicker than that. Okay, so I just stitched around there, okay, and back that and stamped. That was from this paper here, wrapping paper, which I backed just with some thin paper, and then I done like a little floaty tag thing. And I did think I added the blue because I thought it was quite an overload of yellow. So if that gets tucked in there, so I will put rusty paper clips in when I'm done, or something else. It just depends, really. That will go there, like that. And I am going to put a blue butterfly, I think, there. It's not quite the right colour, but anyway, I'm going to do it. So I've backed this on card, then I will just glue half of it. Just needed to add a bit more contrast from that yellow. There's a lot of yellow here. That's nice. Got a bit of blue, you know, here dotted around. Right, I'll lay flat when it's done. But that paper is absolutely good. Just, I love it. I don't think I've got much of that left. I've got one more, got a couple of bits in here. By the look of it. Yeah, I wish I could paint. That's how I'd like to paint. I think it's amazing. I love it. Right, cascading again. Okay, so that's that. I have got this that I wanted to put somewhere. It's staring at me. So let's have a look. I've got one there, so let's go to the back. This I'm going to brighten up, so I might actually put that there because I need to gesso a few of these, so I might do that in my next video. I'll just show you how because I think that's a little bit too, I could have done with putting a pocket or something there, but because I've got this and I need to brighten that up. So we'll come up with something there. Ooh. That might go there. Let's have a look. I do want it to stick out a little bit. So, yeah. It's great finding these bits. Just make sure there's no glue on that bit. And when that's dry, I will ink up, okay? But I did want it to stick out a little bit. Yeah,